we'll have pumpkins.
Can we call it Rocktober?
We'll call it Rocktober.
I've never heard of that.
Come rock out, Rocktober Growing Media.
Matt's birthday.
Holy moly!
You're gonna scratch the deck.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, that's
I have been terminated.
you cannot come back here anymore.
Hush! I'm sweating.
Spiel open, take one.
I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby. And you are watching the Spiel. You may not think so because, I'm Angie Wyatt. This is Kandi Bradford. It is not Julie.
Not
Ingram.
Julie,
It's
not Julie.
not Julie.
Just temporary.
Get it straight. Get it straight. I mean, she's asking for a name change, Julie. Like she wants the whole show changed. You didn't ask for that?
We weren't supposed to talk about it.
Right, because she's watching and now she's upset. No, your job is safe. We do appreciate you coming down. This is your second time.
It is.
So you have made the cut.
I know. Thanks so much for having me back. It's always so fun to come here.
Is it?
It is. I love it.
It is fun.
Just the different interviews that we do, and of course, I love hanging out with you. We
You
go
do.
way back.
We go way back, like way back. We had Kandi Bradford back on for a multitude of reasons. One, because of her brother-in-law. He happens to be kind of a big deal. And your
And
sister.
give him credit for this too.
What, you? Credit? Yeah. I mean, listen, Kandi has beautiful sisters. Like three sisters?
Three. There's 4 of us in all.
There's 4 girls in all. We'll show the picture. We'll put it up. I think your latest one was taken on the beach in some foreign land, Aruba.
We were in Aruba.
Just
yeah.
Aruba. But one of your sisters happened to snag Dan Muller,
She did.
the coach, Dan Muller.
Yes, that's right. She did. Picked him up at a juke joint. So
A
she
juke
says.
joint, that's what she calls it. ISU. I mean, you guys know this Dan, and he's amazing. We
Yes.
watched him go through,
Yes.
these the tournament play. Everybody gets crazy around March Madness time,
yeah.
and he feeds on that, doesn't he?
He does. He feeds on the energy, and Dan is actually just the most humble person that you would ever want to know. He does not get really wrapped up in all the hype, except for the tweet, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But MVC champions, and he's amazing.
He is amazing. And talk about, there was a really cool happening during this whole tournament play. Like when they won, it happened to be a very significant day.
Right. So when Illinois State won the MVC championship this year, it was the 10-year anniversary of Illinois State winning the MVC championship. And 10 years ago, the last time that they won,
The MVP.
the MVP was Dan. So he was the MVP, and the next time he comes back for the win, he's the coach.
How about that? That's how it works.
That's why he's
That
the
is
coach.
the circle of life. That is why he is the coach. And that's why they have those T-shirts. What is it, Muller time?
Muller time.
Muller time, okay.
And he's got the big, they always have the big heads on the
big
sticks
heads,
with
yeah.
Dan. It's
Because he's cute. I mean, he's a good-looking guy.
Oh, he's great.
Because your sister's exquisite. She knows it. I mean, is she a little...
Again.
All you girls are. I mean, it's ridiculous, But here's the thing. So we're not going to call him cocky because he's not.
Absolutely
That's
not.
not his personality.
No.
However, he exudes what I love, and it's confidence.
He does.
Let's talk about that tweet that you saw while you were overseas somewhere, and it came up on ESPN. Like he was having some fun with some people.
He was. Whenever Illinois State, when they dropped out of the tournament here in St. Louis, he was upset because they didn't have big enough names to get the bid to go into the next tournament.
Right.
And so he sent out a tweet, and he's really big on the emoticons, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
If you know.
Aren't we all?
So he sends out an emoticon. It's him with the sand timer, and he's looking at his watch, and he basically is inviting big names, like, you want to come, play a mid-major, and
I love this.
He's challenging them. Immediately, I believe it was Mississippi State tweeted back and was like, "We're on, and they're going to be on the schedule for the next
cool.
year."
See,
yeah,
that's awesome.
It caused a huge media sensation. When you said overseas, I was actually, I was in San Juan, and I was watching this because it made the headlines everywhere, and it was ESPN. He was all over the place.
He's a big deal.
He is.
What does he do like at family functions? Does he just hang back? Does he try to coach the kids? I mean, does he have everybody out on the basketball court? What is it like?
The kids are his focus. He probably he would just take my children and my sister's children if we'd let him.
Okay, and then leave you like behind?
Oh, we're chopped liver.
Okay.
He don't even need us around. They keep the kids a few weeks in the summertime while I'm traveling for my job, but he's all about the kids, and they are all about Uncle Dan.
And they're like ready to give them back by the time you get, I mean, your kids are great. I know your kids.
I'm sure they are, but I'm always ready to send them away for a bit. And then, the next time you see them, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see them.
There you go. All right, it's a big show. You ready?
I'm ready.
You think
Let's
you're prepared?
do it.
Do you know what's coming
Always.
up? Okay, that's right. Always in all ways. Okay, we'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
And a big myth with makeup is that you need a ton of it.
Right.
Now, you really just need some good solid options to kind of take you through.
Look at that. Oh, look how delicious that looks. Don't you wish this was
That's
smell-o-vision?
beautiful. Yes.
Yes, look at that.
You work hard. You expect reliability from the moment you turn the key to the service you get after the sale. Yanmar has a proven history of hard-working tractors and equipment, like the Yanmar YT235 with 34.2 horsepower and hydrostatic transmission, or the YT359 with 58.9 horsepower and a factory cab with heating and AC. You can rely on the Yanmar name, and you can find it at Back 40 Tractors and Equipment, located in Vienna and Goreville, or find us online at back40tractors.com. The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. To find out more, visit bankofheron.com.
I need to find a doctor fast.
Why don't you go to Christopher Rural Health? They have 11 clinics.
What do?
They took my state insurance and I wasn't put on a long waiting list.
We didn't have insurance and they saw my kids and me. Now we're all covered.
They hooked me up close to home and got me a ride too.
Even if you can't pay, they don't turn you away.
Do you have their number?
Sure. 1-800-408-7351. Visit us at crhpc.org.
We're Mandy Vixen.
And we're Gas Station Chicken. And you're watching the Spiel on Fox 23.
If you've got stuff, you need storage. K&K Buildings has a building option that's perfect for you. From cabin options to utility and lofted style barns, big or small. And you can get a building delivered with no credit check, no hassle. Versatile, well built with quality that's second to none. K&K Buildings are locally made to match your needs. Available in a wide range of sizes and options. Got stuff? Get storage. See all that we have to offer. Visit our locations in Benton and Carterville or find out more at knkportablebuildings.com.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm. We're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. We're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
You're watching The Spiel.
You know, here at the Spiel, an important part is you have to look good, and it takes a lot of work, hence some of the tools that you see out here. There's a lot of mudding and pasting and filling in the crevices, cracks, and yeah, it's bad. But you know, we are thrilled today because Erin Hendley, the owner of Face Makeup Artistry, is here. And look she's brilliant. I mean, already I'm just going to begin with her product line. I mean, look at this. And she calls it, see, I love this, that you're not afraid to go out on a limb. She goes, enjoy this mini masterpiece as a reminder. Because it's her makeup. It's her makeup line. You're impressed, right?
Yes, this is amazing. I love the marketing of this, that it looks like a little CD. And
yeah, that's great.
And then this is a magnet so you can switch out the things. So this is your own your own line that you developed.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into makeup. I know that you said you went to makeup school, which I didn't know was a thing.
That's a big
in
thing.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was as big of a thing as it was either until I actually went looking for research, because normally you think of the over-encompassing cosmetology school,
Sure.
which I have gone to as well. I've had to do it all. But then, yeah, makeup is great because it is that specialization within that beauty umbrella.
Okay.
And that is what I discovered in between semesters at Southern Illinois University, pursuing fashion merchandising as a degree, and felt like there could be something built upon that realm, and makeup popped into my head, and Chicago, makeup first, had a specialized school, and I enrolled and moved there for a summer to get certified.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
how do you come up with your own line? I mean, how do you
She's brilliant, and that's a masterpiece.
Obviously, you're brilliant.
Yeah, I don't sit back in my studio and cook it up and like blend all the products together. I have a manufacturer out in New York City. So when I lived in New York City, I worked out there for 2 years, doing New York Fashion Week, a lot of productions, things like that. And then somebody passed along a very nice contact in terms of brush manufacturer. So the brushes were the things that I started with first.
So those are your brushes?
They're my brushes. So
Girl, I'm a fan. And hey, you can forget that if you want. Like, I'll get it back to you eventually.
Yeah. I should have brought you some brushes.
So nice.
But every color handle is different. So I use it as a teaching tool. A lot of sets come in and they're all the same color.
Okay.
Well, it's very hard to teach someone when they're like, grab the black brush. But if you have a complete line and each handle is a different color, grab the yellow brush, you know which one it is. So it started out with the brushes and then segued into actual products.
Okay. And it sounds like, okay, if you look at your offering here, and I talked to you about this, and this is courageous, really. You know, when you go to the store, sometimes you're told, okay, well, you have to buy your base, and you have to buy your blush and your eyeshadow, and it's going to look a certain way, and it'll be in packaging. It really comes down to color application, doesn't it? So talk to me about how you can use all of these things that look very similar but can do very different things.
Right, and the good thing about having something, so customization is the most important. I think everybody likes things that are personalized and customized. And a big, and a big myth with makeup is that you need a ton of it. Now, you really just need some good solid options to kind of take you through. And so being able to have customized palettes, really just mixing basic shades with different textures is the key to kind of creating a great facial wardrobe piece, kind of like on the body.
I like that facial wardrobe.
Like she did for us
facial
today.
wardrobe.
I mean, I am wearing an Erin
did
Hendley today, right here. Right here. Yeah, so you, obviously we can do our eyes with this, the shadow, and we can also do the liner with the black.
Yes.
Use some of the other tones for your blush or contouring, right?
Absolutely.
And am I missing anything? Is there anything
Well,
else?
the metallics, she said you can use. You said you can use those with
Well, I
water.
don't think I got
you
the
can
metallic.
use- the metallics you can wet a little bit nicer,
Okay.
and so that'll show up a little bit more shiny and pigmented if you like that. I like it as a nighttime option.
Okay.
But that is the cool thing about the palettes too. These are clearly all eyeshadows, but you can totally double up
Do
items.
other things. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that I like
awesome.
too. So if you're a makeup minimalist, or if you just don't like to wear a lot of makeup too, those things can take you very far.
Yeah.
You don't have to have as much as I do.
Why did you feel an allegiance to stay true to Paducah, Kentucky? I mean, you're showing some of the landscapes here, and you're a Paducah girl, I guess.
Yes,
and
hometown.
You're wanting to.
Yeah,
Why not?
Wanting to
Paducah,
come
if you
back. I think it's a great city, a great town, and I read a random article that actually inspired me to move back home from New York City, and it was called, these group of people called boomerangs, where you go away to the bigger cities, you learn the master crafts, and then after a certain amount of time, you bring it back to the smaller towns so they can thrive and become that kind of booming community.
Cool.
And so Paducah's that for me, and I identify myself as a Paducah landmark, or at least try to, trigger that, and then all the other ones can take along. A ride with that too as well.
Love it.
So what are you doing now with your business in Paducah? Like what venues who do you do makeup for?
My specialization, so each year I try to get even more and more specific with what I offer and how I do it, just so I can be better in that specific niche. Special occasion is pretty much the bottom line for it. So that would be weddings, that would be headshots, that would be senior pictures, quinceañeras, private lessons, those are huge. And then every month we host public classes that are different themes every month.
Right, because makeup's so huge now. And you talked about in New York, when you went there, you figured out very quickly that your fashion background and the makeup, it's just one and the same. I mean, it really is. So
Absolutely.
you're doing what you set out to do. Just because it's not styling here, it's sort of the whole style.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So you're the total package. You can
Yes.
dress.
I could potentially. I'd probably be a little bit rusty in that department, but
we're focusing on makeup here.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's so good to have knowledge in all those surrounding geographical locations like hair and nails, because at least I know the lingo and the communication and understand and appreciate the process. But I still refer that out and pass that along. I just take on the makeup role because it seems like it's enough anyway with all the stuff to have on board.
You mentioned lessons. So like you're teaching people how to do makeup?
Yeah, so like YouTube is a great resource, right? But we can't personally ask questions unless you're Skyping, and there's just certain things you can't see. And even with the group classes, that's universal knowledge, that's not custom one-on-one. So what we do is they bring in their makeup bag, like their everyday products, we go through it, kind of a consultation, and then they sit in the makeup chair where the magic happens, and I do one side of the face, and they mimic what I do on the other step by step.
That's smart.
So that way, if they're doing something wrong, you can at least correct that
And then
issue.
tell them to get rid of all their makeup and buy your line, and then they'll look better, right?
Yeah, I mean, usually people have great stuff, they just don't wash their brushes, or they just are using the wrong technique. I mean, it's really simple tweaks that can make huge differences, but it makes a world of difference based on a different technique or a tool or something like that.
You're awesome, extremely talented. You know, we all go to work every day with a premise or a baseline, you know, understanding of why we're doing what we do. You're in the business of making people feel beautiful, look and feel beautiful. That has to be rewarding for you.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's something that I love makeup for any purpose, but I think it's such a self-discovery kind of process. And sometimes, you know, you can use it to make yourself feel more beautiful, or you can use it to make yourself feel like a different person, which is half the time how I like to feel, just
with the red hair, with the different color hair,
a different identity, or just being able to see things a different way. And we're also involved with Look Good, Feel Better, which is involved with cancer patients. And so, I mean, I've never dealt with cancer, but I mean, I totally understand. You put on your face, you can face the world a different way.
Absolutely.
And I like that mentality too, on all kinds of different platforms.
Good deal. All right. Well, a pleasure.
Yes,
thank you for
absolutely.
coming by, and thank you for the look.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
that's
awesome.
No kidding.
The look and the stuff. I hope you
and
take
the
it.
and the samples. I'm not giving this for Julie.
Huge fan of this. Huge fan of these. All right, we'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
In the book, we have a whole chapter on grilled cocktails. And
Which is so big now. I mean,
so
everybody-
big.
Yeah.
Grilling just makes a little kiss of fire, makes everything taste better.
Oh, I said it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for some grilling around.
If you live in Southern Illinois, you drive around, you're probably going to go by one of our buildings or know somebody that has a building that we have put up. It's only limited by one's imagination. You can build pretty much anything with post frame building. They're economical and sturdy. It's going to last a long time. We try to work hard, get the job done, buy efficiently to keep the cost as low as possible for our customer. We have a website, newcombconstruction.com. At the end of the day, I have to be satisfied with the work we do.
Have you ever noticed how a cake can make any occasion feel special? At Small Cakes, we see it all the time. Turns out cupcakes can do the same thing. Cookies, too. From expertly crafted cakes, gourmet cupcakes, and cookies for any celebration, making things feel special is what we're great at. That's why we'd love to make something for you. And let's face it, it's not a party unless there's cake. Small Cakes of Woodstock, Georgia. Like us on Facebook and visit our website at smallcakeswoodstock.com.
You'll know you're in Shawnee Forest Country when the hills rise up to meet you. The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
We have the best selection in Southern Illinois, hands down. Great customer service, clean, well lit.
We encourage people to come in, shop the store, try different things, experience the tasting.
Our staff at all speakeasies are the most knowledgeable. You can call, you come in, there will be somebody to talk to you about what you're looking for.
We have a lot of products here. Whatever you need, we can get it taken care of, whether you come in the store or the drive-thru.
Like us on Facebook to keep up with tastings and weekly specials. Speakeasy Liquors. We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/Spiel On.
And we are spieling it in our Southside Lumber Kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms. Amy Mills and her dad, Mike. Mike Mills, I mean, your names are just like synonymous with good food, barbecue in particular.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so, you know, we're on to the next cookbook.
We are.
Okay.
We are praising the Lord. We have been traveling the country, preaching the barbecue gospel, and I'm really delighted to be here to show you a few things this morning.
Yes, please do. You know, you're steeped in that barbecue history. You know, maybe humble beginnings there in Murfreesboro. Talk to me about that road of where we were and where we've come today.
Well, the road is long and has many twists and turns, and I think that my daddy would tell you he did not really plan any of this at all. This happened very organically, but we are, you know, very proud to have been in Murfreesboro since 1985, even though he has barbecued his entire life.
Sure.
Really professionally since 1985. And
like a world champion or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Just a few of those. And of course, we're very proud to also be in Marion, Illinois.
Yes.
And really, we are fortunate to be able to go all over the country with barbecue. It has taken us to so many places, and we have made so many amazing friends, all because of barbecue.
Yeah. And you have other restaurants besides the 17th Street?
We do. We have some restaurants in Las Vegas, and we are a partner in a restaurant in New York City.
Yes, that's one of the things that I was reading in your book, and also learned a little something about when to put the sauce on barbecue.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's what we're going to do here in just
and
a
I was
minute.
just perusing for a minute.
Yeah, so obviously we want people to pick up the book because they'll get close to cooking like you guys, but probably not giving them all your secrets.
Well, we actually give all of the secrets in this book, all of the secrets. What we're trying to do with this book is help you take your barbecue from good to great. And there are just a few things that you can do to really elevate the flavor. I don't think there's anything that tastes as better as what you could make in your own backyard. And you're so proud that first time you really turn something out that tastes good.
Right.
But we're going to give you just a few little tips and tricks to help you make it taste fabulous.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Let's
great.
do it.
Yeah. So what we're doing today is this caramelized Midwest pork steak. And as you all know, pork steaks are a staple in backyard barbecue here in the Midwest. Not so much everywhere else in the country. So we've been having a great time showing this all over the place and hoping to turn people on to this particular cut of meat, which is very economical and really delicious.
My favorite pork steak by far.
Is it your favorite?
It is.
I think it's the most popular thing cooked in the backyard, you know, in these parts,
And
for
yes,
sure.
around here, you go somewhere else and they're like, what's a pork steak?
Exactly.
Like, well, let me tell you, you try one, you won't forget.
I know. So this is about 1 pound, 16 ounces, and we cut these in our restaurants every day. And you know, obviously, you can go and buy this at the grocery store. But we think this is a good size, not too thick, not too thin. As you all know, this is cut from the butt end of a shoulder. People at home may or may not know really where that comes from on the pig. But what we like to do is a reverse sear method. And we smoke these first over indirect heat. We take it up, it takes a few hours, and we take them off when the temperature is between 160 and 165 degrees. And at that point, you can then continue to hike up your flame a little bit and cook them over direct heat to finish them out. Or you can put them in the refrigerator or the freezer and pull them out later. And as you can see here, you can even do them at home inside on a cast iron pan or some sort of a grill pan, which I think makes a great pre-planned ahead great weeknight meal when you just don't have time to fire up everything. You've already got a stack of these ready to go. So we like to sprinkle these with our Pure Magic dry rub.
And we should point out that you all have packaged much of this stuff and it's available to people all over the country.
Yes, we have the barbecue sauce and the dry rub are available via mail order, but we also give you great recipes in the book for a variety of barbecue rubs and barbecue sauces because we really are encouraging people to make their own flavors and sort of make things their own. So what I'm doing here really is just caramelizing these over heat, a little bit of high direct heat, and look at that. Oh, look how delicious that looks. Don't you wish this was smell-o-vision? Yes, look at that. So while that's happening, what I want to show you is this delicious grilled cocktail. So in the book, we have a whole chapter on grilled cocktails.
Which is so big now.
Big. Grilling just makes a little kiss of fire, makes everything taste better, and it releases the juices, it gives a little char flavor, really adds some depth and complexity to cocktails, and that's what we've tried to do, is layer flavors here. Okay. So I have this grilled grapefruit, and we're going to squeeze these.
Who'd have thunk it? You know,
Who'd have thunk it?
I know, that's why I said earlier when she put it in the pan, I was like, you've got my attention now, what are you doing?
So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the shaker.
Okay. And fresh ingredients, that seems to also be the key, just
with
everything.
Everything is better with a fresh ingredient. What I have here, this beautiful amber-colored liquid, this is simple syrup made with Demerara sugar. Okay. And it's 1 cup of Demerara sugar to 1 cup of water. And this will allow the sweetener to dissolve in the other liquid. If you just pour sugar in here, you kind of get the grainy crystals that they will not melt. So this adds a little bit of a deeper molasses flavor to the cocktail. And of course, we need a healthy splash of vodka.
Oh, I like the healthy splash, not the measured pour.
Right, healthy splash.
Love that.
You could say an ounce or two, but we're going to have a healthy splash. And what really makes this cocktail special is this salt. This is a mixture of sea salt and kosher salt, so the crystals are different sizes, and it's laced with chopped up rosemary for really some aromatic flavor. What I like to do, one tip, is when I'm rimming a glass, I like to do only the outside so you don't get those chunks of salt that fall down into your drink. But this salt, you can use this after you've made it. You can put it on all kinds of meat or chicken. It's really delicious and aromatic. So I already have a few of these ready to go here. And we're going to shake this up. So you saw this was just 3 ingredients. Right. So simple. And yet it's going to be so delicious.
You did the 3rd one so you could also try, right?
Right. Yeah. Or someone else in the audience.
No, the truth comes out.
Or someone else in the audience. You're going to have a little sip of this.
Oh, beautiful.
If we must.
And I'm going to, I think we need to try this pork steak too, right? You ready to try some of that?
Okay.
Oh, that's delicious.
I'm a huge fan.
That's delicious.
Oh my. Okay, hide that and all this while I get her attention.
I'll distract her.
That is amazing. You know, you're right. Just that little bit of searing on the grapefruit made a huge difference.
Doesn't it? And really that aromatic rosemary. I love rosemary and fresh herbs, and
so good.
We are proud anytime we can bring people here to Southern Illinois, because they don't just come for barbecue then. They'll explore the wine trail and the breweries and all of the beautiful natural resources that we have. And we're so proud of this area. So anytime we have a chance to show it off, it really means a lot to us.
Well, we really appreciate you coming by. Now we know why you're into your 2nd book and growing, and such a demand for what you're doing. And congratulations on all your success.
Tell
your
so
dad
much.
hi.
I will. Thank you for allowing us to come and share some of our recipes and praise the Lord with you.
This is awesome. Good job.
Yes. Wonderful. I'm so glad you like it.
To you.
Wonderful. You can get these books at Barnes & Noble. Okay. We have them in our restaurant. We have these T-shirts. I know a lot of people have asked about these.
Yes, very cute.
Are available in our restaurants and online. But I hope that everybody will. One of the special things about this book is that it's really a love letter to our town and to our family. So there are lots of essays about growing up barbecue. It's my dad's journey and my parallel journey. So it's not just a cookbook. There are lots of things to read in the book as well.
Wonderful.
I saw some of the pictures, those personal
Yes.
photos.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got the tour in Murfreesboro where you go up to this top floor and the whole room is trophies, because you guys are just award-winning with everything you do. It's
the trophy graveyard.
The trophy graveyard. But I tell you what, it's something to see, and keep up the good work.
Well,
wow.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back.
Coming up on the Spiel.
You tell people the name and immediately, we're Mandy, Vixen, and Gas Station Chicken, and you get this face.
Yeah. Right.
And then, about 30 seconds later, you get the, Oh, yeah.
Because you're not going to forget it.
You will not forget it.
There's a lot that goes into building a new home from the ground up. From choosing the right floor plan to making sure you're using the highest quality materials, all while keeping your project within budget. It helps to know you can depend on a trusted supplier that carries more than just lumber. From wall studs to sheetrock, flooring to countertops, Southside Lumber has all the tools and materials you'll need delivered. Southside Lumber has been supplying materials for the whole house for the last 70 years, proving we're more than just lumber. Southside Lumber.
I would say everything happens for a reason. Every place that you go, everything that happens is for a reason. And you have to believe that, and you have to understand that it's really a blessing just coming from Chicago and just being able to come here and really become an All-American and represent Three Rivers is really humbling. That's the thing about being great. I think it's never one level. I think you always can be better than where you're at. Every time I want to do something that's in the classroom or in a basketball court, I want to be great at it. I don't just want to be good. My whole life I feel like I was striving to be good, but now I actually want to take it to another level, and that's trying to be great.
Three Rivers College. Success starts here.
I would encourage all of you to pay it forward and let that random act of kindness define us as a nation.
Prairie Farms presents Did You Know with Chef Rob.
The new Chef Splendor sour cream dips from Prairie Farms. They're not just for dipping anymore. Use them as an incredibly flavorful sandwich spread, a great pasta sauce enhancer, and they come in 3 flavors: spicy ranch, roasted red pepper, and tzatziki. All made with real milk and cream, blended with vegetables and spices. It's just that simple.
Check out our website at prairiefarms.com.
You're watching The Spiel. The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
Hey guys, we're Mandy Vixen.
And we're Gas Station Chicken.
Yes!
And this is Rhythm and Rhyme. Turn up the lights, let's stop the show. It's time tonight to let them good times roll. And I don't care what you're going through, just let the music speak to you. Oh, it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for some rhythm and rhyme. Rhythm and rhyme. Little Tulsa time, gonna cure your blues. And Cripple Creek will make you move your shoes. So forget the time, release your mind, sit back and enjoy. 'Cause we got a little something for every girl and boy. Oh, it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for some rhythm and rhyme. Rhythm and rhyme. Now everybody, come on in and get on down tonight. Leave your worries at the door, 'cause everything gonna be alright. I can see it in your eyes. Hey! Ooh yeah. Oh, I said it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for some rhythm and rhyme. Rhythm and rhyme. But when it comes to time, you gotta run. Remember now that you had lots of fun. So go your way, but let me say I'll see you back next time. Cause no one can resist a little bit of gas station chicken kind. Oh, it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for the rhythm and rhyme. Rhythm and rhyme. Oh, I say it's been a long, hard week, but everybody's got some time for some rhythm and rhyme. Rhythm and rhyme. A little rhythm and rhyme. A little rhythm and rhyme.
We do our purchasing, which gives us deeper discounts. So we have 5 acres full here, another 5 acres full across the street. Get online, check it out, tristaterv.com. We have our new RVs, pre-owned, clearance. It's so simple to go through. We have toy haulers, travel trailers, fifth wheels, trailers, and motorhome. Call us or go online, get a quote, trade in value, get financing, or just contact us. And we'll send you written information as well as a video. Get a hold of us and see what we do for you.
Tri-State RV.
I won't be beat.
At the Bank of Heron, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news. With the Bank of Heron mobile banking app, you can manage debit cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can save you a trip to the bank. We'd love for you to come see us, but now you don't have to. The Bank of Heron. It's not just a bank, it's mobile banking.
The Shawnee National Forest is home to miles of unbelievable natural wonders. Plan your getaway at southernmostillinois.com.
They want that hometown feeling that you don't get in most places anymore.
When someone walks through the door, you treat them like their friends and family.
I'm pretty big on family.
When I come to work every day, I come here to serve the public.
We're family owned and operated, and customer service is bar none the top of our line.
You can find us on the web at back40tractors.com.
We'll help you. We'll answer your questions.
Want to stop in and come and see us?
Back 40 Tractors and Equipment, located in Vienna and Goreville. You're watching The Spiel.
I just have to say it. Mandy, Vixen, and the gas station chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, that name alone is going to take a long time to discuss here on your own, you know?
You have to hear the story.
Yeah. What is the gig, the jig, the what?
How do we come by it?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what she meant.
years ago, a friend of mine and I were sitting around and talking about band names. He come up with one called Gas Station Chicken, and I was like, man, no way, that'll never go over. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. Well, years passed, and I met my beautiful wife here, and we started a band together called the Q&A Session, and people kept coming to our shows thinking we were trivia.
Trivia, yes.
And they would leave. Wouldn't even stay away, you know?
So thank you.
So I said, we got to do a name change. We absolutely have to. And so we were talking about it and throwing some stuff around. I said, how about Mandy, Vixen, and Gas Station Chicken? And she laughed at me and told me I was stupid. As a good wife was supposed to do to her husband. And then the more she thought about it, the more it grew on her. And that was a year and a half ago. And now we're Mandy, Vixen, and Gas Station Chicken. And it's been going really well.
What's funny is, though, you tell people the name and immediately, we're Mandy, Vixen, and Gas Station Chicken. And you get this face.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, about 30 seconds later, you get the, yeah.
Because you're not going to forget it.
You will not forget it, that's for sure.
Or we become the chicken people.
The chicken people, yes. You're just, the sound is soulful. I mean, is that what we're striving for? There's really no way to identify your genre other than that.
That's kind of where we fell into the Americana situation. All my life, I've really had a problem with being put into a distinct genre. We don't have a niche that we fall completely into. All of our inspirations are so wide-ranging. We go from Southern gospel to country to rock to blues to R&B to rap on some things. The whole gamut. And so it's reflected very, very, very definitively through us. So it has been a real challenge, but Americana seems to fit it all.
Now, you said that you've been together as a band for
15
months?
Yeah, a little over a year.
Three of us, yeah. We just added a couple new pieces to our group.
We got a bass player, and which is actually Luke's brother, who came
Hi,
to play
Dan.
bass for us. And then we have a guy named Dave Frinsley from Paducah, who has played with Terry Mike Jeffries, and Travis Tritt, and Soul Dog, and so many other groups.
Yeah.
And we were so excited to get him into the group. And now we have an amazing sound, and we have the great harmonies, and it's really all just come together perfectly. And we're really excited about things that are going to happen in the future for us.
How are you going about it? I mean, how are you going to score big?
The thing is, we're not looking for this mainstream success that a lot of people are looking for.
You should not be here on the Spiel, because
Right,
once you're here, it's not going to just propel you like rocket.
We're looking for festivals and, county fair, being able to make a comfortable living, going out and just playing what we love and doing what we love. We're not looking for more than we deserve. We're just looking to make a living, and enjoy it.
The songs, you said that you write your own songs.
Yes. A lot. We do some covers in our show, but a lot of our songs are ours. Luke writes, Mandy writes, I write.
Very well.
And I have other friends that write for us, that do work for us and everything. We're just really excited about it all, because all of us have played in groups where there's egos and everybody's looking to get super famous. We just want to make some good music.
Yeah,
and have a good time while we do it with a bunch of people that enjoy doing it, enjoy spending time together. And I believe we found that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the first step towards success, is loving what you do. So.
That's it, yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
And we love each other. That's the thing. Is like there's very few bands that have gotten as far as we have in 15 months, and we've really not fought. Especially amongst the people that have.
Because they're listening to you, right, Mandy? Because they're listening to you.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Somehow or another, the regime changed, and now I don't have any leadership role. I just book shows. That's it. That's all I do. Book shows and sing.
Yeah.
But we all really, really care for each other. We are that band family. We did choose each other.
Okay, you said Southern gospel, though, so I have to hear, just like, give me a line of something, because I know it'll be just...
Okay, let's see.
He's got to have a guitar. He can't help
you
himself.
See, I'm trying to remember...
In the second you live right through the pain, a husband and a son stay strong as they battle once again. It's not the fall that they had planned, together they will make a stand. In the second you, oh, in the second you,
Okay, look, I can't stand this close to you. Now I got goosies like all over my body. That's amazing. So I know people are going to want your music, so how do they find you, log on?
You can get on our Reverb Nation page, and all that is at MVGSC Band on Facebook. You can find us on Reverb Nation. You can get us on Twitter. You can stream us on Pandora, iHeartRadio, Django, all the places you get premium music. You can get us at. You can buy us on iTunes, Google Play, but Smoke Rings. Huh?
Spotify, all of those music
Yep, you
channels.
can at Mandy, Vixen, and Gas Station Chicken, and Smoke Rings is the debut single.
Nice. You're a fan, aren't you?
I love that song.
Oh, thank you so
Be on the
much.
lookout for a full album coming
Yes,
soon.
yes.
We are chomping the bit.
We are working with Heath Glisson and Coffee Street Records from Paducah, Kentucky.
Good.
And he has also got Lou Jeton and 61 South. They just released their newest CD. Palestine Blues. Yes, it's critically acclaimed. You guys were to go get that one right now.
I'll give a plug for Lou right now. What a great album.
Lou Jeton was a weather guy back when we were
Yeah,
still doing news.
yeah.
Remember him? Channel 6? Lou Jeton? Jeez,
He still does weather.
He does?
Yeah.
On the radio, yeah.
He does it on the radio, okay.
But,
all right, well, you heard all of that right here on the Spiel, so thanks so much and good luck to you.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back.
I'm a general dentist. I grew up in Peoria. To have so many clinics through the rural areas, it gives people access to not only medical care, but dental care. To have the backup of another dentist to kind of confer with, to have even the medical staff to confer with in this group environment is a tremendous benefit of Christopher and Cesar having the group practices like that in here.
Visit us at crhpc.org.
We want every customer to come in here and feel like they got a great dining experience. We have a variety of cuts, sirloin, strip, of ribeye, filet.
Numerous cuts that are farm to table.
Without the pianists, it wouldn't be the Hideout. They play that certain song and they create the flow of the restaurant. Got an award for our Wine Spectator. We pride ourselves in carrying over 500 selections of wine. It's a nice upper casual dining experience.
Product that tastes second to none.
We're open 7 days a week, whether it's with a family for a date, an anniversary. Come visit us here at the Hideout.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the Spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
What are you doing?
I'm getting ready.
In the store?
Clean up aisle 6.
Have you seen these bathroom displays?
At Southside Lumber, our professional design team can help you create the bathroom you've always wanted. Call or stop by and see for yourself.
This is my dream bathroom.
More than just lumber. Southside Lumber. You're watching The Spiel.
Told you. It was a good show, wasn't it?
It was fantastic.
All right, so you know what? I mean, this is normally when Julie just takes over. I really don't get a chance to say anything.
I simply cannot imagine that that is true. I doubt that. I mean, is that what are you trying to pass it off? Because I also can't see that
I want you to, you know, here at the Spiel, we look for little nuggets, like little tidbits that the folks can take with them throughout the week and use it and, you know, apply it to their life. So no pressure, but what you got?
Oh wow, you really got me on that
I did.
one.
I probably should have
wasn't
talked to you
expecting
about it.
her to let me talk, so
see, that's
don't miss an opportunity. That's what That's what I should tell people.
What is it? Take a breath, lose your turn, something like that. All right. Lose what? Lose your breath, lose your turn. That's it. That's it. Well, you know, here's the deal. We sometimes get people in the building that help out. They're called interns. Yeah. But back in the day, when I was an intern, we worked for what?
Nothing.
Exactly.
For nothing.
Experience, right? Like we were building our resume. And I'm not saying this so that Braden will like take heed of what I'm saying. But we have another intern who has come and is now going. So he will probably come from downstairs where Micah, I think Micah started the whole intern charge where you come up from downstairs, which is right here behind the set. And we'll see how good that Braden is, you know. We'll see if he meets the intern acceptability level thing. So
the true test.
Yes.
Now we see.
Okay, now what's your entry? What you got? Oh, see. Yeah. He's capitalizing on the moment here.
I think he nailed it.
He did.
I think he nailed
it. All right, look, you're gonna have to kind of talk into my chest. I know that's an odd request, but here's the deal. What's next for you? Because beyond the Spiel, it's really kind of all downhill from here.
That's true. Back to school last year, senior year.
Okay.
And then I got some roommates waiting for me out in West Hollywood.
West Hollywood. Okay. Can you take a reel of the Spiel and try to do some stuff there?
I can
take this one, not with the redhead.
Not with the. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. Your loyalty is with the redhead. She signs all the checks around here. So yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And, you know, is there anything else? I mean, she had no words of wisdom to leave us with today, but if you have something, this is your chance, intern. You could, like, really just knock their socks off.
You know, the best thing that I think anybody can do is to watch the Spiel on Saturdays.
Ooh, I like that. You trained him well. You trained him well.
All right. Well, sayonara. Goodbye. Take care.
And good
Fist
luck.
bump. All right.
Good luck.
You can go back downstairs. Okay. See, that's great, isn't it? That's where we keep interns, is downstairs. Until we need them, like to do something for Rob usually has like menial tasks.
Or to fetch your
coffee.
coffee.
We put him on, look at that. If you're an intern at the Spiel, you get your own camera. It's not on. I mean, we're just like, you know, we're like giving him false hope. But it's a starting point, so. All right, good job. Okay, well, we gotta have a word. Do you have one of those, or?
I
We'll see
believe we were
Matt's
talking
coming
about
to
it
your
earlier.
rescue.
Okay. Oh.
Matthew was prepared today.
Okay.
I say ma.
Muscitation?
She's not going to be very good
Muscitation?
at this. Muscitation?
Well,
Muscitation? Is that right?
Muscitation.
All right, muscitation. Listen, you probably know these people who do this, but it's a silent movement of the lips in simulation of the movements made in audible speech. My mother's notorious for this. Like, I will be speaking with her,
And
she's
she'll be
moving her mouth, and it drives me insane.
My mother does the exact same thing.
What is up with the
I don't know.
muscitation that settled in on that particular generation, the muscitation of the
I don't know, but
generation?
she does the same thing.
Okay, so how many syllables here? Let's see.
1, 2, 4.
Jason, he's eating pork steak left over from the cooking segment. Not
I don't
really
blame him.
running
I don't blame
a
him.
camera or do anything there. So, what? His fingers are too greasy. Here
That
at the
was
Spiel,
not greasy.
It's a very relaxed environment, you know. Most people would be terminated for these kinds of things. We promote you here at the Spiel for things like that. All right, you ready?
Okay.
You going first?
They said if I let you go first, you do all
I
the
will
syllables. So
totally
I'm going to go.
mess it up.
Shun.
Wait, was that it? Muscitation?
I think that was it.
See? That's why I brought her all the
We
way
nailed
down
that
from
one too.
St. Louis, because I knew you would get it right.
Yes, thanks for having me back.
You're welcome.
I was worried after the last
I mean, you've had some
how
time
that
to
went.
think now. Is there anything else, or are you still just like crickets?
I think that my advice to people, my words of wisdom,
here it comes,
is your oldest friends are sometimes the best.
Aww.
Not
Was
that you're
meant-
old.
Was that meant for me? Oh, not that I'm old. Thank you.
No,
Thank
not you.
Yeah, that was in reference to me. I'm taking it. All right. Well, we'll see you again in what? A few months? You want us
You
to
know
call
what?
back?
I'll be here whenever you want me.
All right.
Just
Well,
let
you're
me know.
expensive. I mean, we can't afford to bring you that
Well,
often. You are.
I'm worth
You
it.
are.
I'm
And
totally
your
worth
people
it.
are so good, like
I
negotiating the deal and the
know,
contract. It's amazing.
I know. That's why they make the big bucks.
That's
I have
right.
to pass it on to them.
That's right. All right. Make it a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
I can get. I know better, babe, but I don't want where I should leave you alone. Every time I need a figure, I find myself right back at your door. Nothing cures a craving like taking one more hit from the that cool burn on every long slow kiss. On this bittersweet taste that lingers on my lips always keeps me coming back for more. Oh, the street lights shining through your blinds on the nightstands and ashtray in an empty glass of wine. Time after time, it's the same old thing. From all this coming and going, baby, all I know is I'm getting good and blowing smoke rays. Ooh, you're so bad for me, but much too good to resist. We keep dragging this thing out to see how hell we get. Like trying to keep a flame on a burning out bed. It's only gonna last for so long. Oh, the street lights shining through your blinds on the nightstands and ashtray in an empty glass of wine. Time after time, it's the same old thing. From all this coming and going, baby, all I know is I'm getting good and blowing. Oh. I'm getting mighty good and blowing smoke. Yes, sir.
They say there's no substitute for hard work. As a dealer of Hustler turf equipment, we know a thing or two about hard work.
With Hustler, we're an elite status dealer. We're one of the largest in Southern Illinois.
And when you buy Hustler, you're getting more than just a hard-working machine.
They have one of the best warranties on a new piece of equipment across the board.
Hustler is a family-owned and operated company.
There may not be a substitute for hard work. We have several ways of getting around it. Back 40 Tractors and Equipment, located in Vienna and Goreville, or find us online at back40tractors.com. If you've got stuff, you need storage. K&K Buildings has a building option that's perfect for you. From cabin options to utility and lofted style barns, big or small. And you can get a building delivered with no credit check, no hassle. Versatile, well built with quality that's second to none. K&K Buildings are locally made to match your needs. Available in a wide range of sizes and options. Got stuff? Get storage. See all that we have to offer. Visit our locations in Benton and Carterville or find out more at knkportablebuildings.com.